Now, if you're anything like me, you've probably had those days where you feel like you're doing everything right. You're hitting the gym, working hard, lifting those weights, but there's still no noticeable gains. You start to wonder, what am I missing? I've been there, and trust me, I know how frustrating it can be. But the truth is, it's not about lifting heavier weights. It's about training smarter, eating the right foods, and resting properly. I want you to just give me the next few minutes of your life to break down the 3 core principles that will get you to those gains that you've been working so hard for. First off, let's talk about training. When I first started out, I thought it was about lifting as heavy as possible. More weight, more gains, right? Wrong. What I didn't realize was that it's not about how much weight you're lifting, but it's about how you're lifting the weight and how consistently you're able to show up. And that is where progressive overload comes in. It's so simple. Every week, you just challenge your muscles even more, whether that's with extra reps, heavier weights, or extra sets. But before all of you start running with that, let me just be extra clear. You can't just slap more weight onto the bar and call it progress. If your form is sloppy, it's not going to be effective. So make sure when you next step into the gym, you're focusing on your form. You're paying attention to what muscles are actually contracting. And then your single goal is to keep improving on that. And obviously, I'm going to say this millions of times, but consistency is the key. I know how easy it is to get discouraged when you don't see results and then you can't be consistent. But trust me, the more consistent you are, the more you'll grow. Also, if you're hitting the gym like once a week, it's going to be really hard to see those gains. But if you can commit yourself to 3 to 4 sessions a week, that's where the gains will really start to kick in. Now that that training part is out of the way, let's talk about eating. If you're not eating enough, you're not going to grow. It's as simple as that. When people first start lifting, they think they can eat whatever they want, that they just get big naturally. Pizzas, burgers, I know some of you love the chicken shop, and whatever else you guys like, you name it. And guess what? They're putting on weight, but not the good kind. It isn't until people start paying attention to their calories and protein that real change starts to happen. So here's the deal. Don't fall for that advice that tells you to have 0.8 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. That's barely enough to maintain your muscle, let alone grow it. Protein is literally the building block that helps you build your muscle. You need a lot of it. So therefore, to gain muscle, eat around 1.8 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. And that's each day, by the way. So for me, I'm around 70 kilograms right now, and I've just done the calculations, and it comes up to 120 to 160 grams of protein per day. It sounds like a lot, right? But that's why I try to spread my protein out throughout my meals, so I can slowly get to that goal by the end of the day. That could even be a protein shake if it makes it any easier. Lastly, we've got resting well. This is the part that a lot of people get wrong, including me sometimes. So most people think you build muscle when you're actually training it, but that's all wrong. You actually build the muscle when you're resting. That's why rest is as important, if not even more important, than working out. Let's not forget about sleep. It's important to get your 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night. Otherwise, you're simply just working against yourself. So there you have it. Build muscle by training well, eating well, and resting well. It sounds so simple, but these are the 3 principles, or 3 steps if you like, that start a muscle building journey. If you like this new style of content, by the way, let me know in my comments. I'm trying to switch up the style so that I can post more and make sure that you lot are getting as much from me as possible. I do hope you don't mind the slight change, but don't worry, I still will be releasing videos like my 10,000 calorie challenge, which you should check out in the link in description below, but as soon as I've got less stuff that's going on around me. So make sure to stay tuned for a lot more entertaining content like that. Without further ado, thanks for watching. I pray for your success, and I'll catch you in the next video.